Okay.
He's a self-proclaimed joyful tortoise in the race, and but the past couple of days he doesn't seem so joyful, and he's been going after you. Why do you think that is? You think it's mainly because you're taken away from what he feels entitled, the lead, or he feels that this nomination should go to him and not to him, but anyone but him, especially someone like you?
Well, I think he feels entitled. I think that he, his brother, I was not a big fan of the job that he did. And I think that Jeb feels very much entitled. And, when Jeb said 2 days ago, I don't know if you saw the statement, it was one of the worst statements I've seen in politics in many years. He had a few of them, by the way. Having to do with women. He talked about women's health issues. He doesn't want to fund them, which was bad. And then 3 days ago, he said we have to show the Iraqis before we go back in that we have skin in the game. And I said, you got to be kidding. After we spent trillions of dollars and lives and wounded warriors, we have to show them that we have skin in the game? Because he was making the point about us showing them that if we go in, we have to have skin in the game. And I'm saying to myself, can you believe that he would say that? And I thought it was just terrible. After all of the lives that we've lost, the wounded warriors who I love all over the place, and then, $2 trillion, he's talking about showing them skin in the game. I think we have more skin in the game than anybody's ever had in anything.
And a lot of skin that's been left on the battlefield.
Oh, just terrible.
Right.
Just terrible. Well, what a bad decision.
You came out with this immigration plan that everyone's hailing as like the best thing since sliced political bread. Conservatives love the plan, especially the point of you addressing the birthright citizenship.
So many of the Hispanics, because, if you look in Nevada, I just won the poll on the Hispanics. I won the poll, but I also won on the Hispanics, which have made me very happy because I have so many working for me and so many, Mexicans and Hispanics generally, thousands working for me. And I felt so good about that. And, I'm getting great reviews from the Hispanics because you have so many people that are over here legally.
Right.
And they don't want that to happen to them where all of the illegals are pouring in. I'm having great support from the Hispanics, which makes me happy. They're amazing people, and they have tremendous aspiration. And I just have this incredible relationship with Hispanics, and I've had so much support on the plan because these are people that have come here, gone through a long process, and they're here, and they don't want people just to pour in through the border. So it's very interesting, actually.
So how would you reinterpret the birthright citizenship issue?
Well, I think it's really turned out to be something that I've really started again. I talked about illegal immigration, and that's become the big thing. And now the whole birthright, citizenship. And I think that the 14th Amendment was being read wrong by everybody because now all of a sudden everybody's saying, well, wait a minute, they read it wrong. That was done actually for slaves, so they could become citizens of this country when it was done. It wasn't done for somebody that comes over the border, has a baby, and all of a sudden, that baby is a citizen. And people now, the scholars have been looking at it, and they're all saying that I'm right because I interpreted it that it does not include that. So perhaps there'll be some litigation to figure that out. But to go through an amendment change would take years and years. It would be too long.
Well, the anchor baby issue is it's a big business. If that could be curtailed, then a lot of immigrants would not be coming here because that's why they come.
Well, the anchor baby, the whole anchor baby thing is not, despite what they were saying, the way I read it and the way everyone else, or the way a lot of the great scholars are reading it, they are not entitled to citizenship, based on the fact they were born here and, they might have been here for one day. They're not entitled to citizenship. And I don't know if you see it that way, but if you look at it and not only the reading, but the meaning of what was said, and a lot of people are saying that right now, and nobody used to dispute it, and now they are disputing it because it really reads pretty plainly.
So this Great Wall of Trump, as you propose, proposed along the U.S.-Mexican border, how exactly would we pay for it? Would we use taxpayer dollars? You had mentioned Mexico paying for it. How exactly would we pay for it?
Well, first of all, it would not be nearly as expensive. You know, the politicians were doing it, and it would not be nearly as expensive as they were saying. And, you know, we're talking about a 2,000-mile border, whereas China is 13,000 miles, and they did a wall 3,000 years ago, right?
Right.
So, you know, we're talking about a whole different ballgame. And actually, you have natural terrain and everything that acts as a barrier. So you really need probably about 1,000 miles, a little over 1,000 miles of wall. And it wouldn't cost nearly the kind of money. That's what I do. I build, and I build great buildings for less money than other people pay. I pride myself on that. So we're talking about getting something done, getting something built. And, you know, we spend $113 million a year on illegal immigration. If the wall gets built for a lot less than that, if the wall gets built, it'll save us a tremendous amount of money in the future. It'll actually save us money.
And also, you took a swipe at Senator Rubio the other day, and you know, some people will say it was rightfully done. You referred to his immigration plan, or the Gang of Eight, as it's known in 2013, as the Rubio-Schumer plan. Do you think that Rubio, when he passed that bill, or when he proposed it, do you think he shot himself in the foot, betraying a lot of Americans?
Well, I think it hurt him very badly, especially with the Republicans. I think it hurt him very, very badly. And then, of course, when he went down in the polls, he changed it. And, you know, it's one of those things. But he certainly proposed, you know, amnesty, and he proposed a plan that absolutely hurt him in the polls. And as soon as he saw the polls going down, he took an about face.